Holy shit.
Shrooms? Is this cocaine? I haven't done cocaine for 11 years, I don't think.
Yeah, no one has, I don't think.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I have a present for you. We're going to the best Christmas party in New York City. So that gives us several hours to hit as many traditions as possible. To the end of an era.
I think the cocaine and the mushrooms are reacting poorly.
Are you going to be cool at this party?
Cool as fuck, G.
You look insane. Only your right eye is working.
So I look weird now?
Yes, you look weird. Still weird. Weirder.
A lot of people say Christmas is all about peace, love on earth,
and
goodwill towards all men.
Yeah.
And your boy Seth Rogen said, "No, it's all about getting fucked up."
I like the way But doesn't he say that in every movie?
He does.
It's like his philosophy in life.
He does. You should relate to Seth Rogen, both of you guys.
He's one of my heroes.
He's one. Do you know the difference between you and Seth Rogen?
He has money.
You're right. Not the answer I'm looking for, but you are correct. The difference is that you pay to smoke weed, Tommy. Seth Rogen gets paid to smoke weed.
That's true.
Every movie he makes is pretty much about weed.
He had a whole office at the studio strictly for that.
Sony Studios, they had to go in and repaint that shit because it smelled like weed.
Damn.
Had an office where he could smoke all day. That's can you imagine? That's a hell of a job to have.
Best job in the world.
In the fucking world. Who says potheads don't have ambition, man?
Right?
Should give you something to aspire
It
for,
does.
man.
That's my goal, to be that motherfucker.
Please let it be. But this movie right here, now this is very much a Christmas movies for you millennials out there. And as we all know, you millennials, boy, y'all don't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
You taking Jesus' birthday and just fucking it all up.
That's pretty accurate.
And in this movie right here, Seth Rogen and friends. You have Seth Rogen and friends. Yeah, he has his boys Anthony Mackie in there, and also Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays Ethan, young Ethan. He lost his parents long ago to drunk drivers on one fateful Christmas, and his two best friends, Isaac, played by Seth Rogen, and Chris, played by Anthony Mackie, they took him out for a night of drinking to help him get through the holiday. This instantly became a tradition, and for the last 10 years, they've spent every Christmas celebrating with debauchery and cheer. Now, this year could potentially be the best thing. Oh, sorry, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. I don't exist no more. This could be the best Christmas and the best out of all this tradition, because they have tickets for the hard to get into Nutcracker Ball, a secretive party that's eluded them every year. But with Isaac getting married now and about to have a baby, and Chris, he's a famous football player. Everybody's like pulling his attention away. How are they going to tell Ethan that it's time to move on? It's the last time we need to do this. Everybody has to grow up at some point. Now, I'm going to be reviewing this by myself because Martin, on the night they had this, Martin pretty much said, "Oh, hell no, I ain't going to see this."
Well, no, it was another movie. I was doing my job.
But you quickly, you quickly ran in the direction of the movie. You didn't want to see this shit.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, of course. You were not the biggest Seth Rogen fan.
I am not. I don't hate Seth Rogen, but yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I mean, there was a part of me that said, "Ooh, a team up between the Green Hornet and the Falcon and Robin," but then I was like, "Nah, no thanks."
The fuck?
They're all superheroes.
That's okay. We'll leave it up to one of these funny book boys to make that comparison right there.
Leave it up to you to not even catch that.
No, don't keep up with that nerd shit. Anyway.
He's really trying to convince himself.
I know. Got real things to think about, like getting fucked up like these guys right here. With this is when I heard about Seth Rogen making a Christmas movie, I was like, oh shit, he really is gonna fuck Christmas up. Because like I said, everything is about weed with him. Yeah. Like I said, Christmas is supposed to be a time of happiness and peace and whatnot.
Right. Just weed and dick jokes.
Just weed and dick jokes, man. And now, and there was a time we used to get all these sweet things. It used to be about Yuletides. Singing by the fireplace and carols and family and stockings and presents and shit. Now today it's about.
Millennials all about taking a big shit on everything.
On everything.
Yeah.
You took a tradition that was about family. Y'all made it about doing lines of cocaine and fucking in the bathroom.
Did we create that? Well, then it's shit. Tear it down.
You take every fucking holiday, man, and you took a Halloween away from the kids.
Right? You're welcome.
Made it about getting fucked up. Girls running around all slutty and everything, and now y'all taking baby Jesus' birthday and fucking that up too, man. It's a damn
Can't have
shame.
Nothing.
We're evolving, is what we're doing.
Can't have a
We're evolving.
you can't have a fucking thing. You millennials, what Christmas has become about is let's fuck our family, go out and get fucked up and throw up and not even remember that Christmas was here.
I'm not going to throw up.
Everybody
But I
says
will
that.
get fucked up.
But you will get fucked
Yeah,
up.
I've done that, yeah. That is kind of a thing we do these days.
And you know what? And that's what you see right here with these guys in their tradition. You see these three jolly assholes doing exactly what I described right here. And you even took it as far as to put it in a nice Christmas poem.
They drink many drinks. They fuck shit up. Then one fateful night, 2008, they realized that Christmas can be even more great. That eve at the bar, they saw quite a sight. Fellow seekers of joy having one crazy night. And there was a woman so pretty to all. They worked up the courage, proceeded to call.
Excuse me.
Ethan said, and she turned with a fright.
Where were you guys partying earlier tonight?
At a place so great, words cannot describe. With so many drinks for one to imbibe, and so many drugs, I can't believe I survived.
What the fuck
Ethan asked.
is this party called?
Why, you haven't heard? It's a Nutcracker Ball.
God damn, no wonder old people think this world is going to hell. I mean, you know, we used to,
Only because it is.
thanks to y'all, man.
It's the younger version, the younger millennials.
We used to get movies like It's a Wonderful Life and, you know, Miracle on 34th Street. Yeah, I'll even put a Christmas Story in there.
We love a Christmas story.
God damn, that's some bad Photoshop on that picture right there. You know, we used to have nice movies actually about Christmas. And look at what y'all doing, man. Y'all
Well, even A Christmas Story is pretty subversive.
and not like what we're doing right now.
This is taking it to a new level.
yeah,
I agree. But it's a good thing. We don't have a movie, you know, I don't know if it's good or not, but we don't have a movie like that.
You know what? And I will say that this is just more honest, man.
Yeah.
Because as much shit as I'm talking, that's what I do on Christmas.
No shit.
I leave the house and go get fucked up. I've gone out on Christmas and got fucked up by myself at a bar.
Oh, that's
sad. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, I got to give it to Seth Rogen. He's just telling it like it is,
Yeah,
man.
that's everybody. Everybody's family does that. You know, the adults, they go their separate ways. They get fucked up. The younger adults, they go their separate ways. They get fucked up, and then everybody comes together on Christmas Day.
All fucked up.
Hungover.
Yeah.
By the way, who's that narrating?
Take a guess.
I don't know. I was like, is that the Biz Marquis?
I'm not going to say. I'm going to leave that for people who actually see the movie. I don't want to ruin it.
That's a surprise.
Because they leave it as a surprise at the
Okay.
end.
All right.
Because, yeah, I was thinking all kind of things and did not get who it was.
Damn it.
But, you know, I will say, though, I'm making it seem like this is one of those movies where it's a childish film all about drug use and sex jokes. And you would think that a movie like this, you know, that it wouldn't have any substance outside of just substance abuse.
Right.
You know, you know, but I have to say that the movie, it really does have a heart.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing with this movie, it's about them growing up and moving on. I mean, everything that we've been doing, all this debauchery, it's been fun. But there does come a time when we all have to like admit that, hey, this is enough, man.
Yeah.
You know,
It's run its course.
we have to grow up at some point.
Yeah.
And that's the character of Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You actually, for a movie where it is a bunch of dick jokes and pot jokes and whatnot, it's this character right here, you really do feel for him. Because out of all of his friends, he has nothing, man. He has nothing going on. He has no family, as we've said. He just broke up with his girlfriend. His friends are about to ditch his sorry ass to move on with their lives.
Damn.
And so
Yeah, but he's handsome, so fuck him.
and you know what? That's the thing about the movie, man.
They never get actual loser-looking guys for these roles.
Those guys you look at like there's no hope.
Yeah, because we know plenty of them.
Yeah.
And they don't look like Joseph
And Joseph
Gordon-Levitt.
Gordon-Levitt,
don't.
look at even when he makes ugly faces like that, he's still a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
And in this movie, you still feel for him knowing the context because it's like, hey, man, you know, you're the only one that you have this just this one thing, and it really does feel odd when these guys try to figure out. They're like, yeah, how do we tell this motherfucker that we're not? How many times can we tell him that we're not doing this anymore? And he still tries to force the situation.
It is the Nutcracker Ball! All right, so I called the number on these tickets. They don't give out the address till like 10, so that gives us like several hours to hit as many Christmas traditions as possible.
Nice.
And it's going to be the best night of our lives.
So psyched, man. Awesome.
Maybe it'll be like the new Christmas tradition.
I don't know if we're really replacing this with another tradition.
That's a joke. That's a joke. Obviously, give me some credit. Obviously, that was a joke. I am totally cool with it.
I mean, obviously, he's joking. Definitely.
Yeah, motherfucker, ain't funny. He's really trying hard to keep this tradition going. They're like, man, you gotta get a fucking life, dude.
Yeah, I have friends like that.
Yeah, I think I've been here before.
Yeah.
I've been that dude too, man. Hey, we going out tomorrow, right? No, I'm just playing. No, really, I got something to do, right? Why is Anthony Mackie looking like a Jawa right there?
Trying to hide himself.
Looking like Black Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? That brother is working, man.
I know.
Fuck yeah, he's working. He
everywhere.
was in a movie last week.
He was in a movie,
a Christmas movie.
He was in a movie the week before last.
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking about how, he came out in She Hate Me.
Had that long ass gap.
Yeah, well, there was crossover. Forgot about crossover.
You should.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then there was that long gap up until the Hunger Games. I mean, not the Hunger Games, the Hurt Locker.
Do y'all realize? Yeah.
And even then, things didn't take off from the Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, well, we kind of remember who you are, sort of.
Yeah, he's making up for lost time.
Oh, he is.
Y'all don't realize that for the last 3 weeks, Anthony Mackie has been in one movie. Maybe for the last month, man.
Maybe.
He's been in every movie that we've reviewed in the last
That
3 weeks.
motherfucker said it will be no more gaps in my career.
He's like gone to win. I will never be hungry again.
Yeah, hell yeah. Go that Samuel L. Jackson route.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm an Avenger, goddammit.
Yeah.
And can still find time to be in the Avengers.
Yeah.
But now, this movie, I'm making it sound like it really is just a childish film. And
Well, actually, you just made it sound like there's more to it.
Yeah.
Like that clip you just showed made me go like, oh, I kind of wish I'd seen this.
you know what? The movie is hard to tell. It really is hard to tell if it is making a message or if it did it by accident. This shit is really like a pothead.
Yeah.
It's like that pothead who said something profound when he was fucked up and didn't really know what he was saying.
Don't remember what he said.
And don't remember what he said.
Yeah.
This movie is kind of like that, in that it really, I don't know if it realizes that, and no offense to your generation, and even to a certain extent my generation, no offense to anybody, but it really does speak for a whole generation where half of those people can't grow the fuck up, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, because the movie, these guys throughout the film, they're quoting, and truly, like, especially for that millennial age where, and no, what am I talking about? Like hipsters and Generation X. It kind of started with Generation X where, all we're going to talk about is going to be so cool to reference old shit.
Right.
And that's what this movie's doing a lot of. It's just referencing a lot of old things. They talk about Die Hard because it's a Christmas movie. They quote that throughout the film. They stop to go play N64 and go play GoldenEye at Anthony Mackie's mom house, at his house where his room is decorated the same before he left.
You're losing me now.
Well, no, you know
You're
what?
actually gaining me.
You see, you see that generation gap going on right there. But this it really does make a statement about how, even though you can't grow up, we have one guy who represents that generation where he does not want to move on, and those millennials who are finally and even those Generation X's who are finally realizing, like, you know what? Yeah, I really do have to leave the stuff behind. All this collecting, that I've done and everything, it's not cool. And like I said, I don't know if the movie meant that, but the point is well taken. Also, throughout the movie, it's you have Seth Rogen, who doesn't want to be a dad. That's another thing. He doesn't want to grow up, but he's embracing it, and he's one of the funniest parts of the movie because he takes a whole gift basket or a whole care package of drugs at the beginning. This motherfucker takes shrooms, cocaine, weed, and
He would
drinks.
be fucking dead.
And you know something? It's 50-50 with him in the movie. It's because a lot of it is
him and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, 50-50.
it's the same director here. Didn't mean that as a pun, though. But that's why you see Joseph Gordon-Levitt in this.
Right.
It's the movie where Joseph Gordon-Levitt had cancer. But here, there's some things where, all right, yeah, Seth Rogen, am I fucking high? Seth Rogen is pretty much, is he, he's doing kind of pseudo fat humor. He's, look at his big ass being pulled by a sleigh down the street. That kind of stuff I would normally roll my eyes at. But then there are other parts of the film where he really goes all out in that whole shtick of being fucked up. And some of his things are the funniest scenes in the movie. Like when he goes to midnight mass and he's high off his ass and he gets all paranoid because he's a Jew in a Catholic church. And he's like, oh shit, Jesus is looking at me. He thinks I killed him.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that what they think we did to him?
Yeah.
Can you tell them Jewish?
Yes.
Ow.
Your Twitter.
I'm sorry.
Isaac, what are you doing? Don't throw up. Don't you dare throw up in here. Swallow it like a girl would. Swallow it. Let me see your mouth. Don't throw me.
Barfak! Where's the Barfak?
No Barfak. Stop it. Sit still now. Sit still now.
We did not kill Jesus!
You know, I've been to midnight mass, and they try to make it seem like that's a bad thing. That's the most excitement anybody's ever had at midnight mass. Yeah. Midnight mass is boring as fuck, man. A Catholic person would tell you that.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm just doing it because Jesus told me.
How's the actress that plays his wife?
She's funny.
Okay.
She
was hilarious in 23 Jump Street.
She was.
Or 22 Jump Street.
What's her name? Do you know?
Jillian. I want to say like Jillian Bell.
Okay, you know, she was funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes she can play a really annoying character, but she's actually really funny in this. They have some, her and Seth Rogen have some really funny back and forth with each other as becoming new parents. And look, man, you know, I'm telling you how funny this is, and maybe I was just fucked up watching the movie because there are so many drugs in this. Another thing that's something that is makes a statement about this generation is how everybody needs to they need something, some sort of crutch or substance to get them through life, and everybody has their own drug here. Seth Rogen has every fucking drug. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, it opens up in him his story opens up in him drinking. Even Anthony Mackie. He's shooting steroids.
What the fuck?
They drive around in a limo full of Red Bull. You know, almost watching this movie will make you fucked up. It will make you high.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you if I'm laughing at this just because I had a contact high from this movie. But I was giggling at some of the dumbest things in here that I normally wouldn't laugh at.
I really should have saw this movie.
Yeah, why didn't you go?
Because he was doing the show.
Yeah.
If you weren't doing the show, and Tommy, the whole time I was saying, I wish you were here, man. I mean, and not everything works. Like I said, Seth Rogen, some of his gags are 50-50 here. Joseph Gordon-Levitt has this really trite subplot of trying to get back with his girlfriend. Who's that actress right there?
Lizzie Kaplan.
Yeah. Lizzie Kaplan.
It was awesome.
Oh, this is what you guys missed. She did Miley Cyrus. She destroyed Wrecking Ball. It was amazing. Thank you.
You still like that song?
Everybody does.
You can cry to it. You can run to it.
Yeah.
You can party to it.
Timeless!
What are you guys doing?
We're having a really fun night, actually. We're kind of going, not too hard, but pretty hard.
He's fucked up. You know, the funny thing is, man, when you see him in scenes like that, I'm not telling anybody to go out and do any kind of drugs or get crazy or anything, but I have been so fucked up. I was in that situation where I was trying to talk and couldn't. Yeah. And I related so much to his character throughout the movie. If you do drugs, then all I can say is this is the movie for you, man, because there's so many situations where you like said, God damn, that's me.
Yeah.
Oh, that subplot right there of Joseph Gordon-Levitt trying to get back with his girlfriend. It's one of those things where it's not a big part of the movie. It's a little trite because compared to how wild the rest of the film is, you kind of wish they had left things out. But I say that it kind of fits in the sense that, you know, again, it adds another human element to a story that could have been really nothing but dick jokes. And believe me, they got plenty of them in here.
Yeah, I saw one. It's in the trailers.
Oh, that's right.
The mug.
Oh, no. They have one where you actually see a certain celebrity's dick.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if it's really his, but I ain't going to ruin that right there. For all of you who wanted like a surprise dick pic in the movie. Y'all ain't going to be calling.
Just see who's
yeah.
So you got that to look forward to.
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna call spoiler alert over a dick on me. and then it also gets to this thing where it's a Seth Rogen movie, and they didn't go as far as I thought they would, as having the whole Rogan gang in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can see Mindy, what's her name is?
Kaling.
Yeah, she's in there, and they finally replaced Craig Robinson with a different black dude. Anthony Mackie's in there.
I feel it's only temporary.
Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he's kind of an honorary member. He's not there all the time,
Yeah.
So you're not getting that whole gang.
And none of the Franco family shows up.
Yeah.
Well,
Jay
Well,
If you tell me James Franco shows up in this shit,
fuck, man, it's his dick.
God damn it! I will not see this movie.
But it's not a whole lot, man. It's not a whole lot.
Motherfucker can't stay away.
it's just a tip.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. Just a little bit. He's kind of got a big dick if that's his, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Can these motherfuckers not do a movie without each other?
Well, that's what I was afraid of. When you what's his name's not in there? Danny McBride. He's
Jay
not.
Baruchel.
Jay Baruchel. So it's not as annoying as those movies. And all those guys. That's when they did This Is the End, the movie where it was about the apocalypse,
Yeah.
and another stoner movie that all those guys did together.
Yeah.
Being stoned and doing a lot of drugs played a big role in that film.
Sure, Neighbors, Pineapple Express.
All of them. But the thing is that this is the movie where it feels like it's actually trying to say something. Unlike those other movies.
Like we realize this shit's getting old. We're getting too old to be doing.
The movie's almost talking about themselves.
Okay.
It's almost like they're having a self-realization. I doubt it, but it could be. It's almost like they're saying, "Wow, we kind of need to move on. Yeah, grow up a little bit."
They won't.
They won't. What the fuck are we talking about? But when I'm watching this, that's what separates that kind of movie. It truly does have heart. It doesn't feel like they're forcing it. Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is probably the guy in the movie that makes it feel that way, because he's the one that you don't see them with a lot. And he's the one that actually, it's his situation. It centers on him. And to see these guys go out of their way to try to actually bring, and plus it's a Christmas movie. They're trying to help a guy who had a very bad tragedy on Christmas. And they don't play, I like the way they approach the tragedy. They don't take it seriously, of course. It's a Seth Rogen movie. Right. But at the same time, they don't use it they don't try to use it as a source for a dumb gag. It's not a movie for everybody. This is almost like Seth Rogen is everyone's new Jewish Cheech and Chong out there. This is that kind of. I know. I don't know what it is. He's like y'all's fat Jewish Cheech and Chong. But,
both of them in one.
But that's what it is. This is a Cheech and Chong movie for this particular generation, this time, which means that it's not the best film. It's not the strongest script. They know that what all they want to go for are these really base jokes, which the movie needs to be given credit, given to anybody else. These childish kind of hijinks, man, they would fall apart. But Seth Rogen, say what you will about him, he's kind of an expert at bringing movies together where sometimes they kind of work and sometimes they work great. Yeah. This is not a movie for everybody. But if you are a stoner, it's right up your alley. If you're somebody who has, who appreciates a lowbrow sense of comedy, you're not stuffy, you're not sitting up there trying to watch something that's, one of these movies that's in your eyes intelligent, a smart comedy, because it's dumb as fuck. I'm gonna tell you, it's dumb as fuck, man. But they realize that it's a fun film. I enjoyed it, and I laughed all the way through pretty much, and I'm gonna give it a high matinee. This is very much enjoyable, and as I said, it seemed to have a really profound thing to say about embracing your adulthood and moving on.
I feel like maybe like Seth Rogen, maybe they are trying to grow up, but it's fucking James Franco that keeps them into doing shit like this. I mean, he did Steve Jobs, and I feel like he actually wants to explore a little bit more. The rest of them have done dramas, but it's like Franco did that serious shit. He drifted into silly shit, and everybody else wants to drift into serious shit, and he's still stuck in that mode.
He's the guy going like, "Oh, dudes, I did the serious movie. Yeah. They're no fun.
It's overrated.
Yeah,
let's go show our dicks some
Let's
more.
go smoke out and show our dicks. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, let's go get fucked up. I forgot to say that the movie, I'm not trying to ruin anything. There's a bunch of cameos in this movie, and there's
don't say.
But no, man, seriously, there's one in particular that it steals the film.
Okay.
From everybody.
Must be John Goodman.
And this guy's great. No. And I'm not going to say, because, again, I don't want to I don't want anybody calling spoiler alert on me, so I'm not going to say it's Michael Shannon. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to say.
Well, of course he does.
Yeah.
Funny, Michael Shannon.
I've been having a pretty crazy night. I'm going to level with you. I'm a little fucked up right now.